He
yeah,
was so good to
yeah.
me. And they just snuggle
Good for
up
each
on the
other.
sofa and snuggle on the bed with
Yeah.
me. So it's going to be a big
Yeah.
adjustment for him.
Ready
Yeah.
when you are.
Okay.
Just gotta turn my mic on. Sorry about that.
Hello, friends. Welcome to your Tuesday night entertainment. We have Larry Hunt in the house. Larry Hunt, the piano man, over 2,000 venues that he has played in a very prolific career of exceptional musicianship. So I'm not going to delay this any further. Enjoy. Would you please give him a warm welcome?
All right. Testing, testing. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may know, I like to play a big variety of musical styles and sing. Piano music, obviously. So I'd like to start off with a little bit of classical piano music, if that's okay. Is that okay? And we'll get that out of the way, and then we'll do the fun stuff. I'm just kidding. It's all fun. This is a beautiful piece by Claude Debussy. And does anyone know how to pronounce his name correctly? Is it Debussy? Debussy? I still don't know. And I've been playing Debussy music for 40 years. So. Anyway, he was a French Impressionist composer. He lived from 1862 to 1918. Very lovely music. Here's a piece he wrote called Reverie. All right, Reverie. Now, one more classical piece, if I may, and this was by one of the Scarlatti composers, there's three of them, father and son and brother. And this was Domenico Scarlatti, he was the best one. And he wrote this piece in around 1725, a long time ago. And it's a sonata in E major. And they say this is typical of festive and serious music played in the Royal European courts in the 1700s. So I hope you enjoy this one. Thank you very much. And now we're going to take you from the 1700s up to America, 1942 in America. And here's a song that was, the music was written by Duke Ellington and Johnny Hodges, who was a great sax player. And Harry James is also credited with the music on this. The lyrics were written by a man named Don George, who I met many years ago. And it was strange when I met him, and I got to hang out with him for about an hour with a small social gathering. I didn't know who he was or what that he had done all these. He wrote a lot of famous songs, but I didn't know that when I met him, so my loss. But anyway, I read his autobiography, and in the book he says Harry James did not write any of the music on his song, he just took credit for it. Because he owned the publishing company, so if you put your name on it as one of the composers, you get royalties. It's a lovely business, the music business. A lot of nice people. Anyway, here, I'm beginning to see the light is the name of it. I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Much for afterglow or candlelight on the mistletoe. But now that you've got the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxed in the dark. Then he came and caused a spark, a 4-alarm fire alarm. Well, I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw the rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I never cared much for moonlit skies, never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. Well, I never made love by afterglow, with candlelight and a mistletoe. But now that you've got the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxed in the dark. Then he came and caused a spark, a 4-alarm fire alarm. Never made love by lantern shine. I never saw the rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I'm beginning to see the light. Very jazzy tune. Thank you so much. Here's a Gershwin tune. George Gershwin music, Ira Gershwin lyrics. Embrace me, my sweet, embraceable you. Embrace me, my irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grows tipsy in me. You alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby, come to Papa too. My sweet embrace, oh you. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby, come to Papa do. My sweet embrace, oh boy, you. Song, music by George Gershwin, lyrics by Ira Gershwin, piano arrangement by one of my best friends in the world, Mr. Larry Hunt. Piano man Larry Hunt. You may have heard of him. Anyway, okay, now, next case. See if you can guess what TV show this was the theme music to, okay? Well, you think that you've got troubles, well, trouble's a bubble. Tell old Mr. Trouble to get lost. Why not hold your head up high and stop crying, start trying, and don't forget to keep your fingers crossed. When you find the joy of living is loving and giving, you'll be there when the winning dice are tossed. A smile is just a frown turned upside down. So smile and that frown will defrost. And don't forget to keep your fingers crossed. think that you've got troubles, well, trouble's just a bubble. Tell old Mr. Trouble to get lost. Why not hold your head up high and stop crying, start trying. Don't forget to keep your fingers crossed. When you find the joy of living is loving and giving, you'll be there when the winning dice are tossed. Yeah, a smile is just a frown turned upside down. So smile and that frown will defrost. And don't forget to keep your fingers crossed. Can you name the show? Now, you know why nobody can name the show? Because this show was, first of all, this show was on for like many years in reruns. 12 years at least. 1960s. But that was the theme music, but it did not have lyrics. It was just like a band playing, a big band playing. Sounds familiar, right? So that's it. But some guy had written lyrics to it back then when the song was written, 1960 or whatever. But for some reason, they never used the lyrics on the TV show. And the lyricist worked with the composer to write this song. Weird, right? Because I think the lyrics are beautiful myself. Very positive, happy. The Dick Van Dyke Show. Right? Now you hear it. Anyway, that's another true story. And the guy who wrote the lyrics, incidentally, was Maury Amsterdam, who was a character, an actor on the show. I'd like to do a religious song for you now, if I may. This was written in 1954 by two gentlemen, Richard Malone and Jack Richards, and it's called He. He can turn the tides and calm the angry sea. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He lights every star that makes the darkness bright. He keeps watch all through each long and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. Saint and sinner call and always find him there. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. Saint and sinner call and always find him there. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive. Forgive. Remember that song? Okay, here's one. I'd like to do another Gershwin tune, if I may. Again, lyrics by his brother. He didn't always write with his brother as a lyricist, George Gershwin, but this one he did. Again, music by George, lyrics by Ira. This came out in 1927. Well, it's very clear our love is here to stay. Not for 1 year, but forever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. The Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. It's very clear our love is here to stay. Not for 1 year, but forever and a day. The radio and the internet and the smartphones that we know may just be nothing, passing fancies. In time they will all go. But, my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. The Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But guess what? Our love is here to stay. Alrighty, George Gershwin. All right, now here's a tune, if I may. I'd like to do a little, it's a jazzy waltz. It's a beautiful little piece that I'd like to improvise on a little bit here. This was composed by a guy named Thad Jones in the 1960s, and he was a great jazz trumpet player and became very successful in the world of jazz music. And he had two brothers that were equally successful and brilliant. Hank Jones, his older brother, who I think is one of the greatest jazz pianists who ever lived. And his younger brother, Elvin Jones, became considered one of the greatest jazz drummers who ever lived. So it's interesting. Anyway, the tune is very pretty. It's called A Child is Born. Hope you enjoy it. A Child is Born. I'd like to do one more waltz for you, if I may. And this is a song about a story, also a song about a famous tap dancer. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. Worn out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants. He did the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, then he'd slap his leg a step. Well, I met him in a cell down in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked at me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life. He talked of life. Then he slapped his leg a step. Mr. Bojangles, Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, won't you please dance? Well, he danced for those in minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years of how his old dog and he traveled about. One day his dog up and died. Old Fido died. After 20 years, the guy still grieved. He said, now I dance every chance I get in honky-tonks for drinks and tips. But most of the time I spend behind these county bars. He said, yep, I drinks a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard somebody ask, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, please dance. Dance for all the hard times and all the sad times. Come on and dance your blues away. Please dance. Story of Bill Bojangles Robinson, maybe. Remember that guy who would dance with Shirley Temple and all that stuff? And, all I know is there's a chain of fried chicken restaurants in the southern states called Bojangles. I don't think he owns them though, or he owned them. Anyway, you know, you have KFC up here, down there you have Bojangles. All right, anyway, what time is it? Does anyone know what time it is? Oh, okay. Oh, all right, thank you. I didn't know what time it was. Then I met you. Then I knew what time it was. And oh, what a lovely, lovely time it was. And how sublime it was too. I didn't know what day it was. Then you held my hand, warm like the month of May it was, and I'll say it was grand. Grand to be alive, to be young, to be mad, to be always alone. Grand to see your face, feel your touch, hear your voice, say I'm on your own. I didn't know what year it was. Life held no prize. Wanted love, and there it was, shining out from your eyes. I'm wise, and I know what time it is. Know what time it is. I know what time it is now. Then life held no prize. That's it. I wanted love, and there it was, shining out from your eyes. I'm wise, and I know what time it is. Know what time it is now. All right, that was written by Rodgers and Hart, 1939. Now, I'd like to do another, here's a song, one of my favorite songs, called I'm Glad There Is You. And it was written in 1941 by Jimmy Dorsey and a man named Paul Mertz, who, as far as I know, was no relation to Fred and Ethel Mertz. In this world of ordinary people, extraordinary people, I'm glad there is you. In this world of overrated treasures and underrated pleasures, I'm so glad there is you. I'll live to love, I'll love to live with you beside me. This road so new, I'll muddle through with you to guide me. In this world where many, many play at love, and hardly any stay in love, I'm glad there is you. More than ever, I'm glad there is you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love that song. Beautiful lyrics, right? All right, now we're going to do, here's something completely different. And this goes back to the year 1920. The song was written, it's a piece, it's not really a song, written in 1920 by a man named James P. Johnson. And he wrote this song is called The Carolina Shout. And he was most famous for writing the Charleston. You know, probably the most famous dance and possibly song of the 1920s, roaring 20s. Here's this Carolina Shout, a not so well-known piece, and it's something I love to improvise on, and I hope you enjoy it. If I do too much of that, I'll have to be soaking my fingers in ice water tonight. It burns a lot of calories, that music. Stride piano playing is the technical name of that style of jazz. And he was one of the inventors and innovators of it, James P. Johnson. Okay. All right, folks, as I said earlier, I like to do a lot of different styles of music. Do we have any people here that like country music? Yeah, okay. Which country? Which countries do you prefer? All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play some American country music. All right, here's a song I love this song. It was written in 1955. First recorded by quite a few people since then. First recorded by Elvis Presley. And it happened to be Elvis's first #1 hit nationally. A lot of people have forgotten about this song. I have trouble remembering it myself because the title of it is I forgot to remember to forget you. I can't seem to get you off my mind. I thought I could forget you, but I found out somehow. I think about you almost all the time. Well, the day you went away, I made myself a promise that I'd forget the day we ever met. But something sure is wrong, 'cause I'm so blue and lonely, I forgot to remember to forget. The day you went away, I made myself a promise that I'd forget the day we ever met. But something sure is wrong, 'cause I'm so blue and lonely, I forgot to remember to forget. A hard one to remember. All right. Okay, now I'd like to do another country song, if that's all right. This was made popular in the 1970s, recorded by Willie Nelson and Elvis Presley and other people. So see if you remember this one. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Nelson. And maybe I didn't hold you quite as often as I should have. Okay, Willie, that's enough. I'll take it from here. Well, thank you very much. Little things I should have said and done, but I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died, and give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied. if I make you feel second best. I'm so sorry I was blind, but you were always on my mind. 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 Gotta love Willie. Gotta love him. I love Willie Nelson. All right. And, all right, one more. It's a little Western swing for you here. You because you understand me. Every little thing I try to do, I love you, and so the future's brighter. But most of all, I love you because you're you. Hey, whatever the style or season, your love for me will always see me through. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all I love you because you're you. Baby, because you understand, dear, every little thing I try to do. I love you, and so the future's brighter. But most of all, I love you because you're you. Hey, whatever the style or season, yeah, love for me will always see me through. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. All right. Getting warmed up now. Well, treated me like a fool. We got any Elvis Presley fans here? 1, 2. Jeez. Well, I'm gonna sing and play it anyway, right? Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. But love me. Break my faithful heart, tear it apart, but love me. hell, if you ever go, darling, I'll be so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you only. I hope you'll see just a feeling. Your beating heart so close to mine. Well, if you ever go, darling, I'll be so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you only, begging on my knees. All I ask is please, please love me. Whoa. All right. Also made famous by Maurice Chevalier, I believe, that song. It's not true. All right. Oh, well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? Itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a buck. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak. Can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think I'm in? Have such a love, I'm in love. I'm all messed up. Yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I feel fine. When I meet a girl that I love best, my heart beats so it scares me to death. She touched my hand and what a thrill I got. Her lips are like I can't hide. I'm proud to say she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Her lips are like a volcano at a time. I'm proud to say she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Yeah. I'm all messed up. All right. Thank you very much. I hope you had fun tonight. And here's one. We got 2 songs left. 2 goodnight type songs, all right? Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars waving while I linger on, dear, still craving that kiss, that sweet kiss. I'm longing to linger until dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams to keep all worries far behind you. When all alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. And the last one, we're all going to sing it together, all right? And it's called We'll Meet Again Some Sunny Day. You know that one? You know it. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you used to do, till the blue skies drive those dark clouds far away. So won't you please say hello to the folks that I know, tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. Oh, we'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Thank you. What a crowd, what a crowd. Good audience.
What a performer. Thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us tonight. That was
My pleasure.
phenomenal. Didn't you guys enjoy that? Oh, give them another round of applause. Thanks so much for coming out. Have a great night. Same time, same place next week. We'll see ya.
Show up the Tuesday night get together. But he should have made an Irish song.
Oh, yeah?
Try.
Going for you right now?